Alright guys, so I have a bit of a problem. Came home from work tonight in the Eclipse, parked the car outside here, and went inside for about an hour, changed, did some things, and then I came back out to meet my wife at a friend's house, and I pulled the car out, and this is what I see. Nice long streak of what looks like oil. Now, I haven't had this problem, but I did just change the oil in my car yesterday. So, I'm assuming it's either the drain plug, maybe the washer on the drain plug, or maybe the gasket on the oil filter got kinked when I tightened it and it's leaking out of there. So, tomorrow we'll find out where it's leaking from, see what the problem is. Alright guys, so I did figure out what was wrong, what's leaking on this Eclipse. All I did was I just took the tire off right now, but I'm going to show you what it is. Like I said, I changed the oil 2 days ago, and I thought maybe it was the drain plug, or maybe the oil filter got kinked, the O-ring got kinked, and everything was leaking out there. But I checked the oil, and it's exactly topped off where I left it. So I crawled underneath, and I did see what is wrong, so I'm going to show you real quick. Where the transmission is, right here. So the transmission's right there where the grate's at, and then here's the boot that goes into it. If you can see, there's a shiny metal right there. See how it's shiny? It's coming out of the boot, and you can see it's just leaking everywhere. It's just dripping all over the place. So this is very common on these cars actually. So what we have to do is we have to pound this axle back in, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So like I said, first you're going to jack the car up, either on jack stands, just a regular jack, or you might want to block the rear tires. Once you take the tire off, you're going to have this big bolt on here, this nut on this bolt. You're going to have this little lock ring, or this piece of metal. You just want to pry this off, pry this out. It's just a piece of metal that keeps the nut from spinning. And then you're going to want to find the right socket for this bolt. This one looks like it's 1 1/4, and it fits on pretty nice. You're pretty much going to have to use an impact to get this off. Once you get this nut off, you're just going to take a hammer, a sledgehammer, or whatever kind of hammer you have, maybe even a rubber mallet if you have one, and you just want to pound this, and it'll eventually pop that back in place. It doesn't always work, but a couple times I've had to do it, it's worked just fine. Alright, earphone users, this might be loud. Alright, so once that bolt's out, just want to take a hammer and tap on that a little bit. After a few taps, if it doesn't go in, you're going to have to either manually turn this a little bit and then try so it lines up, but usually a couple good taps and the shaft will slide back in. Okay, so it looked like that did it. I did a couple harder smacks. It looks like that's seated up like how it's supposed to be. Alright, so let's tighten it back up, put the wheel back on. Okay, so that's, looks like that's all it took, was just a couple harder smacks, and it's back in like it should be. So I'm going to go ahead and put this nut back on the bolt, put the wheel back on, and we should be good to go. Okay, now that that's back in, we're just going to take this piece of wire and stick it back in here. Alright, so that's back on. So now let's put the wheel back on. Alright, that should be it. Go ahead and drop the car back down, probably top it off with some more gear oil, and should be good to go. Thanks again for watching. Hopefully this is something that will help you if you have the same issue or notice the same leak. And if you like, subscribe, and hopefully you'll see some more videos like this coming up soon. Thanks again, guys. Bye.